Dipti, imagine I give you 1 lakh today and say go market the business.
Okay.
You have two choices, okay? You can either put the money into billboards, newspaper, radio, and maybe an event also. Or you can put it into Google, Instagram, YouTube, creators, and digital campaigns. So, where would you spend it?
I actually wouldn't answer this question yet.
That sounds like an answer from a marketer.
See, because the problem here is the question itself, okay? Before asking traditional marketing or digital marketing, I would ask, who are we trying to sell it for? And where do they actually make the decisions? And what are we trying to make them do? And most importantly, do they know that we exist?
Correct. And that is what we are discussing today. Because for years, we have heard that traditional marketing is dying and digital marketing is taking over. But is that actually true? Or has marketing simply evolved?
If we go back a few decades, marketing was largely a mass communication game. And brands used newspapers, magazines, radios, television, billboards, and direct mails also. And you created one strong message and distributed it to thousands or millions of people. And some of the biggest brands in the world were built the same way.
And those campaigns were powerful. People still remember old jingles, TV commercials, and iconic billboards years later. Traditional marketing understood something that we sometimes forget today. Reputations builds memory. The limitations was that the communication was mostly one way. A brand spoke, the audience listened. And measuring exactly what happened after someone saw an advertisement was much harder and slower.
Then came websites, email, search engines, e-commerce, social media, and smartphones. Suddenly, marketing stopped being only about broadcasting a message, so customers could search for you, compare you, review you, complain about you, and recommend you, and even create content about your product.
And that shift is massive. Today, more than 6 billion people use the internet, while roughly 5.6 billion social media users' identities are active globally. More than 2/3 of the world now use social media. That means digital marketing isn't simply another advertising channel anymore. Digital environment are where a huge portion of modern life, discovery, and decision making happens.
And if conversations like this help you understand the thinking behind marketing and not just the tools, subscribe to Zen Marketers. We are going to break down marketing strategies, trends, campaigns, and the psychology behind why people actually make the purchase.
Yeah, now back to the fight, traditional versus digital. Here is where digital clearly changed the game. Precision. Imagine you sell accounting service for a small businesses. A newspaper advertisement may reach 100,000 people, but how many are business owners actually looking for accounting help?
With digital marketing, you can reach people based on what they search, watch, follow, or engage with. You can create different messages for different audience segments. Most importantly, you can get feedback much faster. You can test 2 advertisements, analyze clicks, inquiries, and conversations, change the messages, and run another experiment as well.
But we should kill one myth here. Digital marketing is not automatically cheap marketing.
Absolutely. Bad digital marketing can waste money incredibly fast. If the positioning is wrong, the landing page is poor, or the content is too generic, the audience targeting doesn't match the offer correctly, having more data simply allows you to watch your money disappear in a greater detail.
And traditional marketing is definitely not dead either. Denso's 2026 forecast expect digital to represent about 68.7% of global advertising investment. But television, out-of-home advertising, and cinema are still forecast to grow. Print is the traditional category facing clearer decline. So this is not a story where everything old disappears or everything became Instagram.
Exactly. A billboard can create massive local visibility and even can create relationships that a banner ad can never do. And televisions can create broad fame, and printed materials like flyers, brochures, posters, or whatever can still work incredibly well with the right segment of audience. And the question isn't whether a channel is old or new. The question is what job the channel is doing.
And I think this is the biggest difference between marketing then and marketing now. Earlier, companies could think of the customer journey almost like a straight line. See the advertisement, become interested, visit the store, and purchase.
Today, the journey can look completely different. Someone sees your reels, ignores you, searches about your category 3 weeks later, watches a YouTube comparison video, reads reviews, or asks an AI assistant, visit your LinkedIn page, gets retargeted with an advertisement. joins your webinar, and then finally books a call.
Google itself describes that modern customer journey as moving away from the traditional linear funnel towards a much more complex network of interaction. In India, Google reported that 87% of consumers surveyed said that they had discovered a new brand, product, or retailer through Google and YouTube.
Which means marketers should really stop asking which platform should I post on and start asking what information does my customers need at each stage of their decision making journey.
And now we are entering another shift. Digital marketing itself is changing. Short form video, creators, connected TV, retail media, conversational search, and AI are changing how brands get discovered.
Look at what's happening globally. Goldman Research has projected that the overall creator economy could grow to nearly $480 billion by the year 2027. And digital advertising now accounts for around 69% of global ad spending, while digital video alone is expected to grow by about 8.7% in 2026. And what these shifts tells us is the consumer attention is increasingly moving towards digital content, video and creator-led experiences, and people aren't discovering brands only through traditional advertisements anymore. They are finding them through the content they watch, search, share, and engage with every single day.
And AI adds another layer. More than 1 billion people globally are already estimated to use generative AI and large language model platforms each month. So brands now have to think beyond ranking on Google. They also need to think about whether their brand is understood, mentioned, and trusted across the wider digital ecosystem that AI system may draw from.
But here's the interesting part. Technology changes. Human psychology doesn't change nearly as quickly as technology does. So Seth Godin has spent years arguing that attention has to be earned, not assumed. His broad idea of permission marketing is the brands should create relevant communication people actually want rather than constantly interrupting them. More recently, he has continued emphasizing that attention is valuable, but trust is even more valuable.
Byron Sharp and the Ehrenberg Bar School bring another useful idea. Brands need mental availability and physical availability. In simple language, when someone needs your category, can they easily remember you? And when they decide to buy, can they easily find and purchase from you?
And then Leigh Bennett and Peter Field remind performance-focused marketers about something extremely important. Marketing cannot only chase today's clicks or today's leads. Their effectiveness research has constantly argued about balancing long-term brand building with short-term activation. The IPS Update 2026 analysis of its effectiveness database still finds the strongest overall balance at just around 60% brand building and 40% activation. Although the exact mix naturally depends on the context though.
Which is almost funny because after all the new platform, algorithms, AI tools and dashboards, we are coming back to very old marketing principles. Make people remember you, give them a reason to trust you, and make it easy for them to buy.
So traditional marketing versus digital marketing is probably the wrong battle. Traditional gives you tools for reach, visibility, physical presence, familiarity, and sometimes enormous cultural impact. Where digital marketing gives you targeting, interaction, testing, personalization, measurement, and the ability to follow complex customer journeys.
And modern marketing is really about knowing how to combine those strengths. Don't build your strategy around Instagram, Google, newspaper, or billboards. Build it around the customer. Then choose the channels that can influence that customer at the right moment.
And here's the question we want to leave with you.
Yes.
If Instagram, Google, and every single advertising platform disappears tomorrow, would people still remember your brand and understand why they choose you?
Yep. And on the other side, if you are spending heavily on branding today, can you actually show how the attention eventually becomes inquiries, customers, and revenue?
Think about that.
Yes, and tell us in the comment, if you had 1 lakh to market your business today, how much would you put it into brand building and how much into direct lead generation?
And subscribe to Zen Marketers for more conversation where we go beyond marketing tactics and understand the strategy behind business growth.
Yes, because platforms change.
But understanding people never goes out of style.
Yep. See you guys. Bye-bye.